Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back. My name, of course, is Orbital. This is a Democracy 3 Africa. We are playing as Egypt, and we are trying to turn it into a police state. And currently, I can happily report that things are going mediocrely, I suppose. Credit rating, having been just upgraded, is fantastic. This whole business about opposition members staging the walkout, yeah, I'm not super happy about that. I got a little bit pissed off about it at the end of the last episode, if you watched up until that point, but that's just a little extra bit of information for you. Good to see that our interest rate is actually going down. We've got a massive surplus now, which is really nice. Unfortunately, we did have to introduce the flat income tax to make this, you know, this money appear, so to speak. But you know what? It's fine. We'll put up with it for at least a couple of turns just to pay down some of our horrendously large national debt. And something else that I think is worth drawing attention to is the Liberals are very unhappy. I get that. That's fine. However, their membership is going down very slowly, but very surely. So that is really good to see. And currently, there is nobody that is a member of a violent group yet. So, fingers crossed, when we introduce all these policies, we can have as few liberals in the country as possible. Because the fewer liberals that we have, then the closer they are to not being an issue when we introduce a whole bunch of stuff that they really won't like. So, yeah, I think we can be kind of happy about that. We've got 86 political capital to play around with here. The skill shortage was kind of a big deal for us. Like, we really didn't want this to be an issue. I think we plow money into science funding. Yeah, I think this is a good choice. And then also into education. I think that is something else that we were looking at actually improving. State schools, for example. We improved it by a little bit. Yeah, we've improved it by a little bit, but I honestly think that we can go much further than that. And that will do a lot for education, but is it worth it though? I don't really know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's worth just introducing, like an entirely new policy that is going to help education. Maybe one that we've not even tried before. What about, there is one that I'm looking at. Adult education subsidies. There we go. Productivity boosted, skill shortage, a direct counter to skill shortage. So, I'll take that any day of the week. It's a good thing that we checked. I'll tell you that. Pollution, way too high, but in all honesty, is there anything that we can really do about this? Not really. Uncompetitive economy. Yeah, that's going to be sticking around forever. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. I want to get rid of some of these red bubbles. They really upset me, you know? They look really ugly. And I want to get rid of them. Maybe we should take care of our infrastructure. That might be a good idea. You know, bump up. It's going to put car usage up, though. Don't really want to do that. Whatever. We'll do it. We'll do it a little bit. Toll roads. Yeah, I guess. Put toll roads up as well, I think. Excuse me. I had no idea what that was. Foreign investment, literally nothing that we can do about that. I mean, we are trying to do a whole bunch of stuff here, but this is just not going to work. Like, we need to keep our country unstable, and we need to keep it unstable for a whole variety of reasons that at this point I can't even remember. But we need to keep it unstable, because otherwise it'll do something to crime or something. I can't even remember. I can't even remember, and that's really, it sounds really bad, doesn't it, that I can't even remember why we needed to keep it unstable. But I have faith in past myself, and I hope I'll be able to remember. Now, unemployment would really be good if it came down. Like, if we just got rid of unemployment entirely, then that would be great. I don't think that we're going to have the flexibility to do that, unfortunately. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. Do we want to introduce any more policies? Let's do foreign aid petitioning. Bump up some foreign aid received. Let's face it, we really bloody well need it, don't we? Like, we really, really do. We're getting almost none, and we need way more than we're currently getting. In fact, thinking about it, might be a good idea to try and work on our foreign relations. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, let's have a look and see what we can actually do in terms of policies that, foreign aid. Foreign aid is going to give us a nice big boost, and it only costs us 14 million. I say only costs us 14 million. 14 million is a lot of money, but... Or 14 billion, should I say, is a lot of money. But, you know, it might well be worth doing if we can get some friendly countries to become our allies. So, you know, I think we'll do it. Nothing else that really takes my fancy right now. I guess the good thing about having so much political capital is that I don't really feel bad about wasting it, you know? So that's really kind of nice. Race riots has developed. How? Oh yeah, because we got that extreme nationalism nonsense. Yeah. Well, at least our unemployment's going down because we bumped up science funding and we bumped up road building. So, yeah, that's kind of nice. Still, nobody hates us a lot. That's good to see. We can be happy about that. Our debt is going down slower, but it's still going down. Wait, excuse me, what? How is our expenditure larger? Why are we running a deficit right now? What? How are we running a deficit? Our expenditure hasn't increased that much. Like, where did this huge hole come from? It wasn't from anything big, was it? Like, we couldn't have spent like, we had a surplus of like 128 billion last turn, and now we're running a deficit of 52 billion. You're telling me that I've managed to spend 200 billion in one turn? Get out of here. That is nonsense. I have definitely not spent 200 billion in one turn. Maybe race riots? Maybe that's at a pretty... it's not race riots. Which is race riots? Is it this one? Is it this one? Which one is it? I have no bloody idea which one it is. This one. This is the one for sure. I mean, this has got a slight effect on GDP, but our GDP is already maxing out at the very bottom. I don't understand. I do not understand here. This is a real problem for us, actually, if we can't get this under control. Racial tension. I think we need to get racial tension down. Yeah, I mean, racial tension, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here that, you know, leads to racial tension, and none of it we can really control, unfortunately. So I guess we're going to have to legislate for that. Region integration and tariffs, that would be kind of cool as well, but I think for now, we really just need to try our best and get some policies that help minorities. Diversity quotas for companies, I think this is going to do it. Yep, racial tension down, fantastic. Capitalists aren't going to like us, but whatever. We'll take it. It's just one of the policies that I think we can introduce. There are a couple more, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. They'll be in law and order, that's where they are. Racial profiling, yep, we will get racial profiling, and... What? Oh no, I thought this was banning racial profiling. Oh, crap. We need to cancel that policy next turn. That's for sure. And we need to get the Race Discrimination Act implemented. Oh, shit. We can't actually up it, because otherwise it's going to increase membership or liberalism. And we can't actually afford to do that. So we're going to have to settle for that, I guess. But we do want to get rid of... that racial profiling. That was a big mistake. Big mistake. Publicly accused. Whatever. And we hope that our financial situation goes back to positive. Where is this money? Where do we lose this money? Is it just the fact that the global economy is going down, like at a rapid rate? Is that it? I don't know if it is. Let's cancel this policy. There we go. I honestly have no idea. Absolutely ridiculous. How is our infrastructure looking? Our infrastructure's looking a little bit better. I mean, we are working on a couple of things to do that. Foreign intelligence interference ain't going too well. Membership of liberals is almost at rock bottom. Holy cow, that is great. That is really, really good to see. I guess we're now at the stage where we can probably start thinking about just upping all of the stuff in our police state. CCTV cameras, I would love to implement that. Detention without trial, I would love to implement that. You know, all of this stuff that we're going to be changing around, right? This is going to have a really, really good effect on all of the shenanigans that are going on in our country right now. Because there is a lot of bad stuff. And if we just crack down hard on all of this stuff, then I'm kind of hopeful that we can actually solve a lot of the problems. Debt protection law, let's allow agencies to operate because capitalists like me less than socialists do. Man, it sucks that we're in such a bad position financially. Like, that really, really sucks. Like, do we want to raise our flat income tax? Like, I'm sure. Wait, what? Why did we suddenly, like, lose shit tons? Why was it high for 2 turns? This doesn't make sense. I don't understand that. We're gonna need to increase this tax by 50 billion. So we need to increase it up to this level if we wanted to break even. What on earth? That is ridiculous. Political relationship downgraded. I don't give a shit. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, what? What is this? Like, 52 billion, a 52 billion pound gap. That's just insane. That's just ludicrous. I mean, I guess we have to. That is disgusting. I feel dirty doing that. That is really, really bad for us. However, on a positive note, liberals are very much almost extinct, which is kind of nice for us. Environmentalists also are almost extinct as well, which is kind of great, I suppose, because we don't really want to deal with environmental issues for a little while. Wow, that turn was bad. We did nothing that turn. Credit rating downgraded. It shouldn't be, because we should be making money. Oh my god, we're still not even making money, because our expenditure rose because we had to pay back more debt interest. Oh my good giddy aunt, that is not a very good situation to be in at all. Man, oh man, oh man, I don't know what we can do about this. I really, really do not. We need to just crack down on a whole bunch of this shit over here. But at the same time, we need to sort our finances first. We need to sort our finances. Property tax. Okay, let me up this to 20. This is going to have a really bad knock-on effect across society. But you know what? We're going to take that risk because we need to get out of this deficit. It sucks, but hey-ho. I don't know why. I don't know why our money just dropped down so dramatically. That really doesn't make sense to me. Like, income tax, why was it so high for 2 turns? GDP wasn't any higher. I don't understand. I don't understand, but hey-ho. Hey, we've actually managed to 100% get rid of liberals from our country. And that is really good because it means, for the most part, that the liberals are going to be the ones that care about all of the dodgy stuff that I'm going to be introducing over the next couple of turns. So I'm actually kind of excited about the flexibility that we're going to have to muck around with all of these dirty, dirty policies that I've never really, I've never really mucked around with them before. So we can be quite happy about that, I suppose. Let's go to the next turn and see if we're actually out of this financial quagmire that we were in. I guess it must be due to the global economy. It must be. It simply must. We're running a surplus of 30 billion now? How? How are we managing to run a surplus of 30 billion? I mean, that to me is just ludicrous. That is insane. Also, our cabinet needs reshuffling, like, desperately. Everybody's fired. This needs to take priority. This absolutely does. Foreign policy, yep, congratulations. People are not going to be in these jobs for long, right? Like, don't kid yourself. People are not going to be in these jobs for long. They literally just need to give me enough political capital so that I can change a decent amount of dodgy, probably potentially illegal things in regards to police forces and stuff like that, and intelligence services and all of that nonsense stuff. We'll get you. Law and order. Who else? Hey, yeah, you're pretty good. Transport. Who wants the transport briefing? You don't really want it. Do you want it? No. You want it. You can take it. That's great. Okay, so that should make us a little bit more political capital each turn, at least for a while. It's not a big deal if it doesn't make a lot of political capital for a long term. We've got 22 political capital to spend, and somehow I don't think that is going to be enough to really do anything. Freedom of information needs to actually be introduced. And we need to put this all the way down here. I think that should change it. Mandatory microchip implant. Oh shit. Things are gonna get crazy. Things are gonna get crazy. Okay. I guess that's literally all we can do. Yeah, allow GM food crops, whatever. Who cares? Doesn't matter to me. Airplane crashes, kinda sucks. Credit rating upgraded. We desperately need that. We really do. The global economy is tumbling as we speak. Our surplus is smallening. That's right, you heard me. And fingers crossed this freedom of information should have an impact. I think that by making it at 0%, maybe we need to make it at 100%. I'll see. We'll give it a try. We'll put it up to 100% for now. Okay, do we have enough political capital? We totally do have enough political capital. And people are really happy with the idea of a mandatory microchip implant? I mean, okay. Apparently it's going to be really good for us, but it is absolutely going to shred our surplus a little bit. Shred our surplus mostly a little bit, but a little bit nonetheless. So we need to pay attention to that. Let's go to the next turn. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm really enjoying just fiddling around with these policies. We need to be careful, actually, because we're halfway through our term. And somehow people just don't like us. Can't imagine why. Totally can't imagine why. You guys, yeah, okay, we should be giving me a lot of political capital. Okay, so we've enacted most of these policies. Not all of them to 100%, but a good portion of them. That's quite good. That's not bad. We've got 6 turns before the election. Okay. Okay, this is dodgy. This is really dodgy. The death penalty. This is apparently a ridiculously popular policy. The right of demonstration. Again, apparently a ridiculously popular policy. What is the unpopular policies? Alcohol tax? Can we abolish the alcohol tax? Yeah, sure, let's abolish the alcohol tax because, you know, as you may have guessed, we do kind of need to try and get re-elected. Child labor. So, what? Do people want less? People want more child labor, or do people want less child labor? I don't really understand, but whatever. We're not going to change it from that. I mean, what can people want, right? What do people want? We've got a lot of religious people. Maybe we could appeal to religious people. Although maybe introducing that mandatory microchip implant perhaps wasn't the best idea. I don't know. Definitely in the next episode we're going to have to pretty much try and win an election. And it's going to be a difficult election to win, that is for sure. How are we doing in FGM? We're not doing great, to be honest. We're not doing great. We could be doing a heck of a lot better. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for watching this episode of Democracy 3 Africa. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato, and we've been playing as Egypt, trying to turn it into a police state. Until next time, folks, bye.